Today, I am going to explain a drama, mystery, romance film called A Teacher. Diana Watts is a high school English teacher in suburban Texas. In the beginning of the film, she drives to her school and starts her day. She hands out a quiz and casually chats with the students. Eric, one of her students, asks her if he can borrow a book. Diana gives him one and we immediately cut to the night, where she and her roommate, Sophia, are having a drink in a bar. Sophia notices a text from Eric on Diana's phone. She congratulates her on finding someone. We jump to later that night. Diana meets Eric and they do adult stuff on the back seats. They dress up after the event and talk for a while before Eric tells her he should leave. He tells her he is going to be back tomorrow. Diana kisses him on the lips to say goodbye. She gets home and starts to undress when she notices semen on her dress. We jump to the next day, which happens to be the last day of school before Thanksgiving. The students leave the classroom, but Eric stays to steal a kiss from Diana. Diana starts to flourish, just like a young girl with her first boyfriend. She enters the combination and the other teachers invite her for a drink after work. She refuses the invitation with the excuse of her brother's visit. She then meets up with her brother, Hunter. We learn that their mother has mental disorders and Hunter tells her that she isn't doing well anymore. Diana gets stressed as soon as they start talking about it, and decides to leave in a hurry. We then cut to the next day, where Diana is laying in bed with Eric, talking about how long-term their relationship can be. She tells him this is the happiest she has ever been. But Eric doesn't answer, just dodges the serious statement with a playful kiss. Diana is talking with Sophie, when she gets a text from Eric, asking her to send a photo so he doesn't miss her so much. Sophie keeps talking, but Diana isn't paying attention and heads to her room to take a sexy photo. Sophie tells her that she is going to take her to a party to meet her friends. Later, they attend the party and Diana engages into a rather uncomfortable conversation with a man. Another man interrupts them and joins the conversation. The two guys make a joke about her being a teacher that every kid wants to bang. She gets so uncomfortable that she borrows Sophie's car to go home. At home, she tries to call Eric, but he isn't answering his phone. She leaves a message, saying that she misses him and goes to sleep. Diana is visiting Sophie's family. She heads upstairs and rests there for a while. Sophie goes after her and tells her how much the family likes her being there. In the next scene, Diana is back to work, when one of her colleagues tell her that a topless photo of a freshman girl is going around in school. Her colleague goes on about how dumb you have to be to send someone a picture like this, which seemingly bothers Diana. She then meets Eric in a parking lot and asks him to delete the photo she sent him earlier. Eric asks her to meet tonight. She tells him her roommate is out of town so they can meet at her place. She also tells Eric that she is going to chaperone the Sadie Hawkins dance. He tells her that a girl already asked him to go to the dance together. He says he needs to accept the invitation, so nobody will get suspicious of them. Diana gets a bit jealous, but lets him go without arguing about it. She then has a class with her students. They joke about asking the now famous freshman girl to the dance. We switch to Diana correcting papers, when she gets a call from Eric. They agree to meet at Eric's brother's place later. Eric takes the keys for the house and they enter. He isn't wasting time and asks Diana to take her clothes off as soon as they enter the bedroom. They do the stuff and we switch to another school day. They then drive to a ranch for recreational purposes. Eric unzips his zipper in the car and alludes her to do magic with her mouth. She gets the memo and begins to pleasure him. They plan to spend a romantic weekend together and enjoy each other's company. Diana wakes up next to Eric and takes a walk outside. She enjoys the silence, peace and the feeling of freedom without worrying about getting caught. She then heads back and enters the house carefully, to not wake Eric up. He pretends to sleep and scares her when she gets closer. They are doing adult stuff again, when someone approaches the ranch. The man is the ranch foreman and Eric's father's friend. He just stopped by to check who is in the house. Diana gets an anxiety attack as she is worried that the foreman is going to tell Eric's dad that he is there. Eric isn't worried about what happened, but Diana questions him if he even understands what would it mean for her if they get caught. He tries to calm her down, but she is way too stressed. Diana then tells him she wants to put things on hold. The atmosphere became cold between them. Eric approaches her and starts to seduce her, but she isn't in the mood and tries to shut him down. When Eric continues, She gets angry and pushes him away. The weekend ends and they get back to their daily lives. She gets to the school but her anxiety is through the roof as she watches the worryless Eric spending his day like any other. Diana is at home, watching TV, when Sophie comes home with a guy. She goes to bed, but she can't fall asleep as the sound of her roommate having the sex reminds her of Eric. The next day, she attends the Sadie Hawkins dance and sees Eric dancing with another girl. She rushes to the bathroom when the girls enter as well. She stares at her for a while, thinking about talking to her, but she eventually decides to stay quiet. She visits a liquor store and starts drinking to ease her anxiety. She then stalks Eric on his Facebook, going through his photos multiple times. She breaks one day and asks Eric to see her after class. Eric sits down next to her and asks what's up. Diana states that she misses him and invites him over. Eric agrees, when suddenly, another teacher bursts into the room without knocking. Diana sends her away and Eric asks her why she isn't worried about it anymore. Diana answers that she doesn't care anymore. At night, Eric visits her as he promised. She throws herself at him as soon as he steps into the apartment. They are doing the sex but they have to stop because Diana bursts out in tears. Eric tries to confront and kiss her, but she pushes him away again. She then compliments and cuddles him, which confuses Eric even more. Sophie gets home when Eric decides to leave, due to Diana's mood swings. She begs him to stay and tells him she'll do anything, but Eric tells her she is acting insane and leaves. Sophie witnesses Diana running after him. She gets into her car and drives to Eric's house. She texts and asks him to come outside to talk. Eric sends no reply, so she calls the call center to connect her to the house landline. Eric's father picks it up, but tells her Eric is busy. She gets so angry, she starts hitting the wheel and decides to go to the backyard and peek through Eric's window. She knocks on it and asks Eric to come outside. She acts crazy and tells him they are going to fix everything and stay together even after this. Eric's father is coming out to check on them when Eric tells her he doesn't care what she is doing, just leave. She drives away, completely shattered by the events. She then arrives to a motel in the morning and tries to calm down and rethink her situation. She checks her voicemail. There are 2 messages waiting. The first one is from Sophia. She is worried about her, but she quickly skips to the next one. The principal sent her the second message, telling her to get to the school as they have a situation with one of the students, Eric Hull. She collapses on the bed, starts crying uncontrollably when the screen cut black.